All right, so I have the lineup this afternoon's game against the Marlins, game 3 of 3. Okay, the Marlins have already won this series, okay? And they're one of the hottest teams in baseball. Credit to them, okay? But I want to point out something before we go over the lineup. And again, A-Rod was vocal yesterday. Derek Jeter was vocal about the fundamental play and the sloppy play and accountability and so on and so forth. I get it. Justified, okay? And a lot of people agree with that. But, I didn't see them say at all that analytics has infiltrated this team a heck of a lot more than it did when they were playing. Because it has, right? And maybe Aaron Boone doesn't have as much to say about that as we thought he does, right? We have no idea. At least a lot of speculation. So the talking points are going to remain the same until things change, okay? And it was refreshing to see him go after Jazz yesterday, pull him into the locker room and give him the business. It was refreshing to see go after the first base coach yesterday too. Refreshing to see, right? There's so many talking points about him not holding anybody accountable and so on and so forth, which I don't agree with. He just doesn't do it publicly, okay? But yes, there could be some more fundamental improvements here in the game. So I would expect to see that. And on that note as well, I would please find a way to play Ahmed Rosario. Please find a way to play Austin Slater, especially if you get lefties in there. I know we haven't seen many lefties against the Marlins, but these guys crush lefties. They're also good role players, okay? And we need to give Judge a break, obviously, and we need to have guys in there that can help give Judge a break, like Austin Slater. Ahmed Rosario, give guys like Anthony Volpe a break. I know his bat's hot, but they still need a break as well. With that in mind, here's the lineup. Trent Grisham's leading off in center field. Ben Rice batting second, first base. Cody Bellinger batting third, right field. Giancarlo Stanton's cleaning up at the DH spot. Jazz Chisholm's back in there, batting fifth at second base. Jason Dominguez batting sixth in left field. Ryan McMahon batting seventh at third base. Anthony Volpe batting eighth at shortstop. And Austin Wells batting ninth at the dish. And on the mound, making his debut of the season, Luis Hill is back in there today. Hopefully he can give the Yankees some length, okay? And the guy he's facing, Edward Cabrera, has just as big an arm. It's not going to get any easier for the Yankees. Marlins are one of the hottest teams in baseball right now. Okay, after this, we get the Texas Rangers, then we get the Houston Astros after a day off. So it's not going to get any easier this week either. But that's the lineup. Give me your take on this. And I got to give a shout out to the guy who, pointed this out on my man NFE's channel. And it was a great insight that he shared. I thank you, NFE, from the Strike Zone for sharing it with me, because it really makes a lot of sense. Analytics is infiltrating this team way more than it needs to be. Let me know what your thoughts are.